So I realized that I have not been really doing anything with havens. I think I've only done one with magic. But I think I'm gonna start doing those because like it says I think each haven can only be used once, and each hero can only be invited to a haven once. I think I get that.
Can we stop now?
Or I can't.
If we're too sore to battle Lilith on the field, that's on Blade.
Yeah, I can't do anything with her.
Come on, Wolverine.
Nope.
I opened portals.
My physique takes care of itself.
I'll bring you in. I can. There it is. See, there are more havens than there are with characters. I'll do this one.
You were more laid back than I expected.
I'm on vacation.
Fighting the mother of demons is vacation?
Okay, I'm on sabbatical. Compared to teaching a bunch of kids, this is vacation.
I cannot picture you as a teacher.
To be honest, neither can most of the kids. But nobody wants to piss off Professor Knife Hands, so they shut up and listen. Mostly.
Who called you Professor Knife Hands?
Molly Hayes. Sweet kid. One of Nico's runaways back when. Also on the short list of people who truly kicked my ass.
A sweet kid kicked your ass.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made her cry. When she's upset, she'll punch you through an entire church.
So you made a sweet kid cry, and then she kicked your ass?
They have to learn how to deal with smack talk. If an enemy gets inside your head, you've already lost. So I started off easy and made fun of her goofy hat. And then she hit me. And I shot up like the puck in a carnival game.
Have I not heard this?
When I came to, my bottom half was dangling from the roof of the danger room.
Then what happened?
The kid was a mess. Just a waterfall of tears and snot. She thought she'd really hurt me. And if I'm being honest, that's why I teach there.
To make kids cry?
Nah, that's a perk. I teach them because they don't know their limits. I can be the mistake they learn from, and not the one that haunts them for the rest of their days.
Take a skull, Professor
Sarah
Nightwing.
never told me you were this fun.
Just watching the rookies do push-ups.
I can do everyone.
Someone's got to run them through their paces.
Tony, why do you name everything after yourself?
Well, you seem like a bright person. Why don't you tell me?
Because you are accountable for what you make.
Exactly. It's the mark of my trade. Whatever I make has to live up to the family name, or I won't release it.
The family name?
Yeah, this all started as a mom and pop, run by my mom and pop. I have to honor their memory, and this helps me do it.
So the names are all for them?
Most. I slap my first name on the pure vanity projects. Helps keep me humble when they inevitably fail.
Can you give me an example?
Tony Tunes. Once vinyl came back, I really did think people would want a portable record player. The thing didn't skip. I went snowboarding with the Carmina Burana blasting in my ears.
So why did it fail?
Well, records are huge. You'd have to wear it like a backpack. And they're roughly 45 minutes of music, so you'd hear the same music on repeat. The only place you can find it now is one of those British spy flicks. $3 million in product placement bought us 3 seconds in the background. Well, I had a blast. Hope you did too.
Oh, you.
For a recently animated corpse who's missed a few centuries of culture, you're a good hang. I should have had Happy bring up Longinus, my prized truffle hunting pig.
Hello.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I'm almost getting used to seeing.
Whatever happens with the prophecy, we'll always have the Quentin Carnival.
Hello. You need a drink. You really need a drink.
After all that's happened, I find myself most upset about what I left behind in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
And what was that?
A collection of DVDs. I know it's irrational to want them back, but I can't stop thinking of them.
I hope it was not the Tony Stark experience, the musical stylings and lifestyle lessons of Tony Stark.
I swear it wasn't. Is that even real?
No idea. I assume it could be. So, what was on your collection?
Old musicals. They brought me comfort during the difficult times in my childhood.
What were they about?
Simple times in a simpler world. I know it wasn't like that, not really. But I always wondered if it could be. I appreciate the invitation.
All right. Let's do it.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health.
Hazardous? What do you mean?
I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier.
You have faced many hardships, and yet you have overcome them all.
I don't like to dwell on the past.
Same.
Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. So, I guess what I'm saying is, thanks for being a pal. And watch your back.
Another message. Okay.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where is Nico?
It's not an official movie night. It's more of my way of saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it matters to you, you are popular with me.
It does matter to me. I know what it's like to be hated, so I'm especially appreciative of the ones who don't. In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
That sounds impossibly hard.
We survived. It's why we had to that was the hardest part.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
I am so sorry. That must have been terrifying.
I thought I was going to be hanged or burned alive for the longest time. And for a while, I thought I deserved it.
Oh, Wanda.
I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You. I met you, and you saved me.
I shipped them.
So, Thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.
I am trying to release more, I guess what I call Abby videos, pretty much videos that don't consist of main story missions. Just to wrap up, like, friendships and stuff, because I really didn't work on them as much as I could have.
What's up, Big H? Of course. I was worried you might forget to bump into me today. So I know it's impolite to talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
It most likely was.
Was what?
Listening.
You're joking, right?
No. There are times I hear it whisper to me, begging to be released. I find the entire thing quite unnerving. Tony?
Ah! Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers.
Alrighty. Alright.
Well, don't get me wrong. I love the book. Read it cover to cover. Twice. Then I put it down and had a great night's sleep. Haven't had one of those since I came to this fun house.
What happened to the dialogue?
Is your bed uncomfortable?
Oh, the bed is fine. It's all the other stuff that's been keeping me awake. Cold drafts, whispering
The
voices,
subtitles.
footsteps in the hall, footsteps on my ceiling, footsteps under my bed, footsteps on my bed, random stuff moving around. But last night, slept like a baby. All because I read the book and am starting to learn. Is it crazy that I'm actually kind of enjoying this?
I warn you, the things you will learn will only get stranger and more disturbing from here on.
Are you kidding me? I can't wait.
I will have to figure out your next lesson. It should probably involve some sort of artifact.
The more ancient and forbidden, the better.
I will see what I can do.
Well, I can't express my thanks enough. You're taking all the spooky stuff and making it a little less spooky.
I guess you will have to come up with a new nickname for Strange, then.
Oh no, he stays Dr. Spooky. I may be getting comfortable with all the oddities around the Abbey, but he still weirds me out.
You and Strange are like two sides of the same coin. You know that?
Yeah, I'm the scientifically engineered metal alloy coin, and he's the wish you make when you toss it in a well.
I should probably put some thought into a suitable artifact for you to study.
Oh sure, I'll be fine here. And if I see anything floaty and undead, I won't even yell.
I've been here for such a short time, and I feel like this
Where's
is a
the
better education than I'm receiving at
subtitles?
Empire State.
You attend school.
Yeah, grad school. But I meant all the superhero stuff. Before this, I've had to figure out everything on my own. Here, I have access to 2 whole superhero teams, each with their own way of doing things. It's eye-opening.
You are teaching all of us a few new tricks.
And some better smack talk. But that's no superpower. It's mostly queens. So what's your preference? I heard you spent much of your life working solo. Is the team cramping your style?
I learned to fight alongside a team before my death.
Really? Were they butt-kicking Puritans?
More like a precursor to the Midnight Suns.
You're not kidding. You fought with action pilgrims.
I would rather have a team beside me than Lilith surrounding me.
Is that your catchphrase? Or did it belong to Goody Hatbuckle?
You are really fixating on this.
I'm just mad there was never a movie about the Mayflower Avengers. We're doing this again, right?
There it is. I don't know what's happening.
You have that
Oh, I
I want to
can't
ask
stand
you
this.
something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
That would be wonderful, if you do not mind.
I'll put you down on the list. You were the last Midnight Sun to ask. I'm actually surprised Blade wants some airtime.
Why would that surprise you?
You know Blade. He prefers to be on level ground. It's hard to be on your guard when you're dangling from someone's arms.
I do not think he will mind.
And neither will I. This was a blast, Hunter.